Live from the CBS Bay Area studios, this is KPIX 5 News.
Right now on KPIX 5 and streaming on CBSN Bay Area, back in business. 2 Bay Area counties now allowing shops to welcome back customers for the first time in months. We are live with the details.
Plus, history made on the South Lawn. We're live at the White House this morning where Donald Trump accepted the Republican nomination for president. His message to voters.
And the Spare the Air alert extended as fires continue to pump smoke into the Bay Area. Mary shows us when the skies could clear. Plus an update from the front lines in the Santa Cruz Mountains. We'll take you there live. Good morning, everyone. It is Friday, August 28th. I'm Michelle Griego.
And Emlyn Keys, good morning. Glad to have you with us on this Friday. Let's get to your forecast first with Mary Lee. Mary, good morning.
Good Friday morning to you, Len and Michelle. We made it through another week together, and we are looking at that Spare the Air alert now extended all the way through Sunday. Check out our air quality. It does look worse compared to yesterday morning. Many locations dealing with unhealthy air because of that haze and smoke from all of these fires burning across our region. Temperatures seasonal. Looking at temps slightly warmer compared to yesterday. Low 90s Concord, Livermore, mid 80s for San Jose, upper 60s in San Francisco, and mid 70s for Oakland. So that smoke forecast still showing that smoke pushing across our region. We'll talk more about the weekend forecast coming up. Gianna?
Good morning. As we take a look at the roadways right now, metering lights are on at the Bay Bridge Toll Plaza, so things are getting busy. They're also looking at another bridge here, the Golden Gate Bridge. It is a foggy start to your commute out of Marin County, so just a heads up, if you're traveling from Marin City to the Golden Gate Bridge, limited visibility might be an issue this morning. Elsewhere, the Altamont Pass, also one of our busy spots, westbound 580. It is a slow ride as you work your way out of Tracy, getting onto that 580 connector from 205 with a slow ride as you work your way at least to that North Flynn exit. No accidents, that's the good news, but your drive time still right around 30 minutes to go from 205 over towards 680. New crash reported on the Nimitz Freeway. I'll have that coming up in my next report. Len?
Happening today, positive trends in slowing the spread of COVID-19 add up to good news for 2 East Bay counties. Contra Costa and Alameda counties can reopen a few more business sectors for outdoor services, all starting today. KPIX5's Kit Doe joins us live from Walnut Creek with businesses getting the green light this morning. Kit.
Yeah, certainly good news for these businesses. You know, we picked a Galaxy nail spa here in downtown Walnut Creek because they've got a big area here if they want to bring out some tents and move some of their operations outdoors. So good for them. If they want to do that today, they can. And that is because the county's been keeping a close eye on these coronavirus numbers. They're trending downwards. And so now the county is cautiously optimistic. The rolling 7-day average of new daily cases has dropped slightly from 103 to 96. And then the positivity test rate has fallen from 8.8% now to 7.4%. So opening today, outdoor nail and massage parlors, but not facials, outdoor gyms and hotels, and short-term rentals for recreational travel. It is important to note that hair salons and barbershops have been operating outdoors for some time now, and so the COVID cases have still been dropping. That is good news for that sector of the economy. The county is also encouraging people to stay indoors, though, because of the smoke and the poor air quality. And so after talking with some business owners, we're hearing that they will likely wait until the summer heat either cools off or the smoke clears out before they take the time and spend the money to move operations outdoors.
So we're cautiously optimistic, and we're glad to be able to do this. Every opportunity we have to see a positive trend and loosen these restrictions, we absolutely want to take.
And so the same thing is going on next door in Alameda County. They've got their nail salons, massage parlors, and also their outdoor gyms opening up today as well. We're live in Walnut Creek. Kit Doe, KPIX5.
More coronavirus news in the East Bay. You may soon have to mask up or pay up in Alameda. Next week, the City Council will consider fines of $250 to $1,000 for people who violate county health orders like mask wearing. Alameda city officials call the proposed fines a last resort.
I'm Ann Makovic at the Live News Desk, and we have a couple of coronavirus headlines from across the globe, starting with the government in the UK telling people it's fine to go back to work, telling them to get back to their normal business. That announcement just coming from UK's Transport Secretary, despite surging cases. He just told people to go back to business, saying your employer will have or should have carried out work to make your employment place COVID secure. That is despite the highest daily increase in new coronavirus cases in England since June 12th. Meantime, Germany's Angela Merkel is sounding the warning bells. She's saying that life is not going to be normal until we get a vaccine. She is urging everybody to basically temper their expectations on when things are going to be normal again. And this comes just a day after new travel restrictions were announced in that country. Back to you.
I profoundly accept this nomination for President of the United States.
The 2020 Republican National Convention now in the books. President Trump officially accepted the Republican nomination last night in one of the longest convention acceptance speeches ever. CBS News correspondent Paula Reed joining us now live from D.C. And Paula, the president did not shy away from addressing recent protests.
That's right. Although he did not specifically mention Jacob Blake by name or address police use of force, generally he likes to talk about the protests as happening only in Democratic-led cities, ignoring the fact that, of course, this is a Republican-led country, and his campaign has consistently sort of posed this threat to Americans that if Vice President Joe Biden is elected president, that these are the kinds of protests you will see across the country. But he has not really addressed the substance of a lot of this civil unrest following these recent police shootings.
And in the midst of a pandemic, hundreds of maskless people attended the event. A lot of people talking about that on social media. Paula, the president only briefly talked about COVID-19.
That's what you saw really throughout the convention, is that coronavirus was referred to often in the past tense. And from looking at this crowd, you wouldn't know we're still in the middle of a pandemic that cost approximately 1,000 American lives each day. Now, the White House tells us that anyone who came in close proximity to the president was tested for COVID, but they couldn't really give us any details on how they were protecting many of the other people in this largely maskless crowd.
And now that the conventions are over, how will the campaigns shift as we head toward the big election day?
Well, this afternoon, the president is headed to New Hampshire to campaign, and early next week, we expect possibly this weekend, he will head to visit those who have been impacted by the hurricane along the Gulf region. So the president, he's hitting the road. He's not spending any time here plotting his next move. He's going to get right back on the campaign trail where we will likely continue to hear this message that we heard last night. His acceptance speech last night, it sounded pretty much like his standard stump speech, promises about what he can do for the economy, seemingly putting coronavirus in the rear view, and again, making these threats about what Joe Biden's America would look like.
All right, CBS News correspondent Paula Reed live in D.C. this morning. Thank you much. And CBS This Morning will have much more on the RNC coming up at 7.
Right now, authorities in Santa Cruz County are giving their morning briefing. At last report, the fire in the mountains there was 24% contained. We are keeping an eye on that briefing, and we'll bring you those new figures coming up at 6:30. Crews are also making more progress across the South and East Bays. The SCU complex fire is now 35% contained. As for the fires up north, containment remains steady, but the fire zone is getting bigger. The LNU fires exploded to more than 11,000 acres in just 24 hours. It's now the second largest in the state's history. Some evacuation orders were lifted Thursday in Solano County, but a lot of devastation left behind. This is what it looked like when families returned home along Mount Vaca. And at noon, Governor Newsom will give an update on the state's response to the wildfires and COVID-19. You can watch that live at noon on KPIX5 and streaming on CBSN Bay Area. Just head to kpix.com.
It is now 6:08. A church fined thousands of dollars, and now the pastor is speaking out. Next on KPIX5 and streaming on CBSN Bay Area, why he says his parishioners should be allowed to worship together.
Well, I'm tracking our air quality, and it does look worse compared to yesterday at this time. Spare the air alert now extended through the weekend. The full forecast coming up.
And as we check the roadways, we've got brake lights along 880 plus limited visibility on the Golden Gate Bridge. Your top traffic trouble spots coming up.
And let's take a live look outside before we head to break, this time in Dublin, where you can see a lot of that fog and haze on this Friday morning. It's 6:09. And remember, our virtual telethon with the Red Cross, it continues through the weekend for fire relief. Help us hit our goal of $1 million by Sunday. You can donate by calling 1-855-848-GIVE or head to our website, kpix.com. We'll be right back.